The village of HardBargain has a rich history that many of us may not know about, and it is still alive in the village today. Now, a young company called HardBargain Coffee and Cocoa is now creating history. Founder of the company, Prasan C. Prasad, who met with us at a historical location at the Triveni Mandir, where their factory is located, took us on a trip down the memory lane. So welcome to yet another episode of Inspire TT. You'll be asking where I am. I'm at the Triveni Temple in HardBargain, where I'm going to meet Prasan C. Prasad. And we're not just here to see the temple, but we're here to see the HardBargain coffee and HardBargain chocolate. So, Prasan.
Greetings, Mr. Carrington.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Welcome to HardBargain, Triveni Mandir. Let's take a walk.
So, we are at the Triveni Mandir in HardBargain. Tell me the significance of this mandir, for you and your family.
Well, Otto, Triveni Mandir is a lineage of my family. It's also a lineage of HardBargain and a combination of three villages. Hence the name Triveni Mandir. Now, Triveni in India is a combination of three tributaries, three rivers that came together to meet one place. So we adopted that concept and applied it to our temple for the purposes of it was three villages that came together: Dyer's village, St. Julian, and HardBargain.
Okay.
So that's how we came up with the name Triveni Mandir.
Interesting. Trinidad and Tobago, we're not here to talk about the mandir much, but we are about here to talk about what Prasant and the community is doing as well in regards of entrepreneurship, coffee and cocoa, which were king in the day, that they are trying to revitalize in this community. So, Prasan, you said that your grandparents were the ones behind this. I mean, what would have been the drive? Because this mandir is beautiful. I mean, just look around, you can see the wonderful colors, the lighting, the stained glass, and wonderful flooring and stuff. Tell me the significance.
Actually, before we had this infrastructure, it was more of a mud hut setting on the same location. But in 2003, my mamu funded and rebuilt into the structure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, coffee and cocoa, Prasan. I know that is something that you all are in, and you all are actually located in the mandir. Tell me why you use, going to that type of business.
Short answer: God was the inspiration behind everything. Also, our longing to be unorthodox or be out of the box. Now, cocoa and coffee is not an orthodox thing.
Yes.
However, in our time right now, it has become something that is a bit phased out. So, like I said, we're just trying to revitalize the cocoa, the coffee, and also hill rice.
Yes.
Nice.
So, for those joining us on Inspire TT, we are at the Triveni Mandir and also at the home of HardBargain Coffee, which also produce cocoa, and they're in the process of creating hill rice. I know in our last season we would have just went to Moruga, the Vestorado Estates, where we would have talked about hill rice and see the process in making hill rice, and definitely the same culture and the same techniques and experience and style would be adopted here in HardBargain. For those watching the content on Inspire TT, we want you to share, like and comment, and definitely share the content to people who would benefit from it, and even share the content just because you love your country and you love people doing inspirational and unique stuff. Prasan, coming back to the interview, we are here in this beautiful structure. Why set up your operations here? Why here? What's the significance of here? Is it because it was as you say, the direction came from God? Or how?
Yes, the inception, the idea really came to me here during our service. basically contemplating upon different things to do to, one, revitalize something that has been lost, two, to incorporate or to create a stream of employment for younger people in the community.
Just to, step aside from the interview and take a look up, you would see the beautiful Triveni Mandir, a place that, I think is one of the prize of HardBargain. And definitely...
It definitely is.
Yes, definitely. So, Trinidad and Tobago, we are just getting a quick look as to what, Triveni Mandir looks like, and Prasant is giving us a beautiful tour here. Tell me something about the community when it comes to agriculture, and how has been the response?
Sure.
See, because I know your company is practically new.
HardBargain got its name due to its infertile land, HardBargain. It was given to the first settlers. This is actually Ford Company in Trinidad and Tobago. So the first settlers were given this plot of land, this area, and while farming, they realized that it was seriously infertile, and they said to the people who gave them the land that this was a hard bargain, hence giving it the name HardBargain.
Okay.
And
so learn something every day.
from here, they got a new grant, which is actually where the place is now called New Grant.
Right. Definitely, yes.
So what also makes our coffee a bit more special is that the fact it grows in this. We got it to grow in this infertile land.
So, the temple is a community place. And I'm sure that many people are interested in getting involved in something new and something that is interesting.
So far, in terms of getting the youths involved, I would have my family members, cousins, nieces, nephews. I include them in the process, the drying, the grinding, actually getting them to do a little bit of physical labor to get their brain engaged also. So slowly but surely, we're getting a little more attraction from the youths.
I'm seeing a lot of myrties inside of here. What's the significance of all of these? I know that you would have that bit of history behind that.
So this is Radha and Krishna. On the side here, we have Buddha and another form of Lord Krishna, which would be Narasimha, the protective aspect. Here, we have Ram and Sita and Lord Hanuman. And here, we have the complete family of Lord Shiva, Mother Parvati, and Lord Ganesh, and a Shiva Lingam on the side.
So, Trinidad and Tobago, we are in the Triveni Mandir, and it's a beautiful place that you could actually, come and see. Obviously, you have to, give the necessary respects, because it's also a religious and spiritual place as well. But it's peaceful, it's beautiful, and it's the home of HardBargain Coffee, community initiative that is being, managed here as well too. I know many people would ask, where do they would they get the coffee and stuff? But where so far locally can someone get it? Would they have to go online, or do they have to?
So to get all the information necessary for HardBargain Coffee would be on Facebook, HardBargain Coffee, the page. And there are options available to directly message. In terms of physical stores that it's available in, right now it's available in Herbs and Health, Gulf City Mall. And pretty soon we're looking to get it available in parlors in different villages.
Okay, nice. That's one thing to add before we go to the second part of the interview. I know that eco is something that you have been pushing a lot with the product, and I know all the aspects of spirituality behind it as well. What have you been doing that is different? Because this is the first time I've seen chocolate in a tea bag, and it's so unique in its way. Why go that unique?
So in terms of being more on the eco side, all of our processing and handling of our products is strictly done by hand. No involvement of any mechanical machinery, which is commonly used today. So also we try to source the most eco-friendly and sustainable packaging for our products also.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we are here with Prasan C. Prasad at the Triveni Mandir, the home of HardBargain Coffee, and definitely we're going to see so much more. We're going to go into their processing facility where we're going to see them, parch the coffee, parch the chocolate, and we're going to make some wonderful delicacies. Well, Michael is behind the camera now, so definitely Michael will be the one in the kitchen doing what he got to do. You'll get that first-hand experience of what HardBargain coffee and chocolate is. Sure. And definitely it's a pleasure. I mean, I can't stop watching Up. It's so beautiful, Up. And definitely for those watching, this is a place you can make a call, come visit. I'm positive. I mean, it doesn't matter what religion you are. Just respect the space. And definitely it's one of a kind. So let's go to the next part of the interview where we sit in the workshop and we're going to see some wonderful coffee being made. Sure. Let's go, Prasan.
Guys, welcome back to Inspire TT. And before we move ahead, at the bottom of the page, make sure and share the content. And if you're watching us here on television, welcome to Inspire TT. We're in the kitchen or the engine room with Prasan C. Prasad. And before we start, I was told I had to put on a hat. So let me put on my hat. Prasad, take me through what we're looking at here, because I have no idea what we're looking at here.
So, it's a fairly simple process, really. If you look in this bag here, you can see this is dried coffee beans. Now, actually coffee berries. These are berries that have been picked straight off the tree, then put sun-dried in what is called a honey process.
You know, as a real coffee drinker, right?
True.
But first time I think coffee berries. Wow.
Yeah, so they actually grow like berries on a tree, and we pick them, hand select all the red, fully ripened berries, put them to dry until they reach this form. Then, from here, after it's properly dried, we use a traditional dal mill and
to grind it.
Elbow grease. So if you want to take
manual
a try,
labor?
So one person will hold here.
What makes your bean special?
And one person grind.
Oh gosh, why Shanti, this one harder than yours?
Nice. So what makes our beans special are the aromatic flavors and the soil, the terroir that it's grown in.
Repeat that?
Terroir. It's a
terroir.
Terroir. I believe that's the correct spelling. It's a French word. Basically, it means
soil.
Yeah.
Ah boy. Long time the ancestors used to work real hard for you, We get instant coffee now, right? So it's a really hard manual process to get your final product, right?
Now, a lot of people ask us why use this labor-intensive manual process when there are mechanical machines readily available. One is just to keep the traditions alive. Two is more eco-friendly, cost-effective.
So you say after we grind, we go to roasting, right?
No. From grinding, we go to drying, washing, drying, then roasting.
How long the drying process normally takes?
Well, it really depends on the weather that we have. True.
And one thing I'm impressed about Trinidad and Tobago, this person is a young entrepreneur. He had a particular idea during the pandemic. He had it before that, but he actually took the time and he materialized. Now he's actually selling his actual products. So he went from ideation, now he manifests it. And we want to wish you luck in your future endeavors, Prasan. Inspire TT is all about inspiration, guys. And young people doing inspirational work. I hope they inspire you out there. He saw a need in his own community. He saw that he had something that was very unique to his community. And now he's bringing it out to you, the wider public. Give him some support. So before we go into the roasting process, I see it have different bags here. What are we looking at here? Okay,
so these here would be our 3 fundamental flavors. This one here would be our most popular flavor. Coffee, dark roast or MCT blend. It would be indicated on the package. Is our mocha blend, which is a combination of the Trinitario and Robusta beans. And finally, we have...
Trinitario is a special bean to Trinidad, right?
Trinitario is, our very own indigenous brand of
cocoa beans. And I learned that in the Mud House Museum. And if you missed that episode, join us on Facebook. go across to the Inspire TT page. We have a YouTube page too as well. And you can see that content there. The Mud Museum and the people at the Mud House in Avocat and Faizabad. That was an interesting show. I encourage you to continue watching Inspire TT. You're going to learn a lot about our country.
True.
Going back to the beads.
So a major problem with our customers was that this traditional medium of delivering the coffee and cocoa was a bit time consuming to prepare.
Yeah.
So to combat with their needs, we came up with the idea of packaging it in tea bags, making it somewhat an instant
coffee.
Yeah.
So Prasant, one thing I admire, the fact that even you're young entrepreneurs and you're now starting your business, you're also listening to the market, you're also listening to your customers. And the customers are the ones who were saying it was too hard to do it this way, they wanted it in a tea bag.
Right.
And yet the guys delivered. What was it costing for your products currently?
In terms of costing, it's very minimal. Per package is $20 per package. You will get 4 tea bags and cane sugar in the package. 1 tea bag of the coffee or mocha can be reused between 2 to 3 times.
And I know you said right now you're locally in your community in terms of your distribution and you're aspiring and inspiring and hoping to get into the future to the wider Trinidad and Tobago audience. So we want you guys to come out and support the young men. They're introducing and you're getting to taste the original coffee beans grown right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Inspire TT is all about the unique stories here in Trinidad and Tobago. Support the local products. So as Prasan is lighting the stove here, guys, I want to continue to encourage you to follow this content here we have on Inspire TT. Welcome, welcome if you're on television. Prasan, what we're about to do here?
So right now we're about to roast the coffee that has been washed and dried. So if you want to give this a smell,
these are down the mass a little bit.
Some of our beans that has been washed with a secret combination of herbs.
Next time I'm drinking a cup of coffee, because I tell you know I'm a coffee man. I really appreciate because I didn't realize so much hard labor going to a cup of coffee, boy. Wow.
So if you want to empty it into the pot.
So we're here in the Triveni temple. You have to have a very good relationship to be able to do this in the actual temple. I remember you talking to Otto earlier on in the interview.
Right.
That you said, God give you this idea. To the young people out there who might have some ideas and stuff like that, we want to inspire here on Inspire TT. What do you tell them?
I would tell them, always try to be different. If you're not being different, try to be better than what is currently existing.
Okay. So your uniqueness makes you who you are, and as Prasan is saying, that might be able to turn into something that could actually be lucrative for you, and he's trying to do that too as a young entrepreneur. So we want you guys out there to support him. Yes, he's in his local community, but he does have dreams of expanding to wider Trinidad and Tobago with his coffee beans, his chocolate, and his truffles. And we're going to be making truffles in a little bit too as well. So continue watching the content here on Inspire TT.
So from the moment that it enters the pot, you want to keep it on a constant agitation.
Otherwise, it's going to roast only on one side.
Correct. So while roasting, we listen for little crackles and pops. I don't know if you can hear the...
Yeah. Right. Little sizzles, yeah.
Right. So
the roasting is to do what exactly?
Roasting really is at different levels to bring out different flavors in the coffee, to activate different of the different caffeine molecules, etc.
Okay. Is it to take out moisture as well, or?
Well, we try to take out the majority of moisture
when you're drying in process. Right. Okay. Makes sense. After the roasting, what's the next step?
So after roasting, we leave it to rest for a couple hours, then grind and package.
So manual labor again, we had to grind again?
Correct.
Wow, boy. You see, even if it is you're a young entrepreneur, this is a lot of hard work. In order for you to make it, you have to put in your work. You can't skip the working process and what you're doing. We're out here to inspire you guys. Otto and myself, this is part of Inspire TT. We want to show you the real Trinidad and Tobago and what it takes to be able to inspire others to change out there. And you be the change. That's what Inspire TT is all about. Was I explaining, Prasan?
So this is a combination of all the flavors.
You want me to turn while you trade?
Sure.
Yeah?
It's a bit heated.
Yeah.
So this is a combination of some citrus and other products that we use to create the MCT blend, which is our most popular blend at the moment.
So that's the secret sauce then?
Basically, yes.
Okay, okay. You notice the persona telling me exactly when the secret sauce. And that's alright, that's alright. You know, you have to be unique in his business strategy.
A magician never reveals the secrets.
Exactly. And we encourage you not to reveal all the secrets, man. But we're here just to inspire you guys. You have an idea, you want to start a business. Now is the right time to do it. The pandemic gave you a little leeway and a little time to be in the ideation phase. Now we're going to execute as things start to open back up. Then we represent Trinidad and Tobago. We own brands and we own products, man. HardBargain and it's hard coffee because it's hard to make, right?
See that.
Welcome back, guys. We're about to make what, Jared?
We are going to make some truffles for you guys today.
And what is a truffle before we go into it?
Well, HardBargain truffle is what I'm about to show you here. So pretty much we like to use a lot of local ingredients to create our products. So we encourage the use of local Trinitario beans to create our chocolate for our truffles. So a truffle is an artisan chocolate that is usually filled with nuts, fruits, variety of things, coated and then topped with a variation of ingredients.
I'm smelling that coffee, boy, and it's making me mouth watering. So I will enjoy the truffle with my coffee, right?
For sure.
For sure.
The truffle pairs very nicely with coffee.
And I hear my boy have a big long title. Tell him what's your title now.
Well, let me introduce myself once again to you all. My name is Jared Jagrip Singh. I am head chef at Boyardis Catering and production manager at HardBargain Coffee. Okay. So, one more time, Jared Jagrip Singh, right? You only can check me out.
I couldn't say him, so I'll let him say it for you, right? Cool. What's the next step we're going on to, Jared?
Okay, so first off, using the Trinitario beans, what we do is we ferment and dry the beans first to begin with.
And for the audience there who doesn't know what is a Trinitario bean, tell them what a
Trinitario bean is the local cocoa that is grown in Trinidad. That is the species or genus of the cocoa.
And learning from the Mud Museum episode, and then if you missed that episode, you can go across to the Inspire TT page, go across to the Facebook and YouTube page, and you can check it right there. I learned that the Trinitario bean is a special bean which ranked on the top 8 in the world.
One of the nicest flavored beans, yes, correct.
Yes. And we need to reinvest in that particular industry. And I'm glad to see young people like yourself in the HardBargain with the hardest grounds, making the hardest coffee, making the hard chocolate.
For sure.
Everything hard. Trust me, it's hard because I sweated from grinding.
Lots of hard work, lots of hard work.
So nibs.
Nibs. So these are the raw cacao nibs that is extracted from the dried beans after that.
So this is what they actually get from the cocoa beans,
correct,
the Trinitario cocoa beans.
So similarly to coffee, the bean that is extracted from the inside is what we have here, which creates our chocolate.
And this is the raw material before we actually make the chocolate.
Correct.
Are we having any finished chocolate?
Yeah, we do. But we'll get to that soon. So
I jump in the gun now, I want to eat some chocolate and I'm way.
So after the beans are grounded to the desired paste, we then sweeten with, once again, we try to keep it organic. So we use honey and a variety of other flavorings that we would not disclose.
The secret sauce.
Yeah, the secret sauce.
Yeah.
So it is then flavored and cooked to create this paste here that we will base our truffles with.
What is it like, before we continue making the truffle, what is it like to be a young entrepreneur and actually get involved in your own business and the ideation phase and actually reach this phase where now that you actually have products and you're working with your products as well? What does that feel like?
Well, to be honest, I have always been one that has been a strong believer that anything that you do must be a passion and you must go straight forward, put all the effort into it, right? If you like doing something, go 100%. I'm a chef, so naturally this falls in my line.
Oh, wow.
Right? So, if there's one thing I would say to the younger people out there is keep doing what you're doing and just focus. Just stay focused, grind hard at what you're doing, and you will get the results sooner or later.
This might be an off-the-cuff question that away from what we're doing here,
right.
But during the pandemic, things shift and traditional jobs shift. And we notice that the way we think in shift. What's your advice for the young people, as they rightly say?
My advice in this situation is use every skill that you have to the best of your ability, right? You know, we strive for big jobs and stuff, but the simplest things might just be the most effective things. So try to make use of all the resources that you can.
and I know you're keeping it safe home, you're wearing a mask,
Yeah.
right? And you're working home in that home environment, and you're still able to make any money.
For sure. Sure. It's a little harder work, but it pays off in the end.
And he's actually contributing to his community. And we here on Inspire TT, all about cooperation, all about community, all about bringing that information to you guys here in Trinidad and Tobago. We need to bring and inspire each other to continue that communication, to continue that cooperation, to continue that community. And we're building a community here on Inspire TT. So even if you're watching us on Facebook, you can give us a little thumbs up. Welcome to us here on television. Welcome to you guys. Now we're gonna make the truffles. So next step after the paste.
Right. So after the paste is made, we then select the desired filling. In this case, I'll be running a demo with some sunflowers and cashews for you all. So we select the desired filling, and then we weigh out the balls and fill them.
Okay. I see why Prasan make you the operation manager, because the presentation here, wow.
Yeah, well,
I didn't even want to wait for the truffle, I'm ready to eat. Otto, feel.
That's no problem. A little more practice and we'll definitely get it done.
I ain't too good with this one. I feel I will leave this to the professional, because this thing, a little biased in Trinidad. I will leave it to the professional. Alright, welcome back here to Inspire TT, and we try to dip the truffles in the chocolate, but obviously I don't have the touch.
So no problem, I'll deal with that.
Yes.
And we'll finish it off. So once again, we coat in.
Yeah.
And we roll in. And
your products seem to be very rich, chef.
For
wow.
sure. We try to use the highest quality ingredients, so we get a nice result. If you want, you could finish topping them off with a little bit of nuts.
We're going to try and do a little fancy.
All you.
I think I'll miss the whole truffle, chef. Fellas, I can't work in the factory, I don't have the touch. But it was good interacting with you guys here today and learning how much work goes into your chocolate, cocoa, and truffles.
For sure.
Yeah. Alright, so up next, guys, we're going to be tasting the actual coffee. And we're going to say, and cocoa, and we're going to say goodbye, guys.
Alright, so Trinidad and Tobago, we come to the end of our episode here in HardBargain with HardBargain Chocolates and Coffee. We have Jan and we have Prasant. You know, they've shown us so much of the good stuff that they have done here, and now we have a platter in front of us to taste the product, and it looks so delicious. Michael, I know you
Time for the tasting, yes.
You know, Michael assisted in all this beautiful stuff. So
I wouldn't call it assisting, I was looking on.
And it was, I know it was a challenge for Michael,
yes.
but first time for everything, and I'm sure the next time if Jaran and Prasan
I think I need to come in and spend in a little 2 days with Chef.
I think
and I'll be able to get to the hard bargain special.
Of course. So, what are we going to try first, Michael?
I actually want to try the coffee, but let's try the truffle and then we could.
Alright, so you want to go sweet and then.
I would actually advise you to try the coffee first, because coffee is a palate cleanser.
Okay. So you want to cleanse the palate, alright.
The true flavor of the coffee also.
Alright, what the master says so?
Here is traditional coffee cups, 8-ounce coffee cups, which the tea bag is designed for. Yeah, you're going to go ahead and.
Alright, so I have chosen cocoa and Michael has chosen
coffee.
Alright, so cheers.
Cheers, Otto.
Cheers, HardBargain coffee and chocolate.
Nice.
Yeah. It was worth it. Yeah, this is.
And with that, guys, make sure and go across to the Inspire TT page, go across to our YouTube page, follow the content. We have interesting stories just like this HardBargain story, guys. It's good to see young entrepreneurs taking that Trinidad and Tobago flag and flying it and actually going from
definitely
ideation now to actually manifesting and having your own product to be able to sell. And we wish you guys good luck in the future. Take care from us, the Inspire TT team. And also onto the truffles.
Yes.
We're going to do that one off camera.
All right. Trinidad and Tobago, take care.